rani jhumke barso. Can you translate it in English?
Barkha Rani
Barkha
Jhumke
rani
Barso.
jhumke barso.
Haven't even heard it. What is it, Barkha Rani? Oh, okay. Queen Rain. Rain like cat and dogs, maybe.
Yeah, Queen Ray. What about you?
I'm also doing great. A little bit busy with other stuff too, so that's why. But yeah, doing great. Thank you so much for asking. How was your morning? Anything
Yeah, it
special?
was, no, it was normal, nothing special.
Okay,
Yeah.
great.
So how's your YouTube channel going on?
Mm, going okay, okay, I guess. Going, yeah, nowadays it's pretty good. Not that much, but yeah, it is going good. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I have prepared some question for you. My first question is like you are speaking quite well English, like very fluent English, and I love your pronunciation.
Okay.
We are talking. So how did you learn this? Like pronunciation is a really different thing.
Hmm.
Yeah. So may I
Yes.
know like what is the reason and what are the things you are doing for that?
Very nice question. And honestly, telling you nowadays, I am obsessed with the process of learning this language because now I can also feel the changes in my way of speaking. My pronunciation has improved a lot. So now, when once start getting positive outcomes of your practices, daily practices, you feel to do it more and on a regular basis. So first thing is that I do practice every single day, and again that motivates me a lot to practice pronunciation separately, and majorly like there are only few words which I mispronounce, or if there is any new word, first I search on Google and listen to the pronunciation, and then I pick from there directly if I'm learning new words. So nowadays I'm learning new words, so what I do whenever I search the word, I just first listen the right pronunciation, then I start using the word. Second thing is I'm doing the shadowing practice a lot nowadays. Like I am following four tasks nowadays. Like they are fixed. One is shadowing. Second is reading aloud, and third is learning vocabulary, and fourth is that is mentioned writing. Yes, writing. So in order to construct the sentences properly, for that reason I have started writing. It's been only 10 days. Yes, 10 days that I have been doing these four practices consistently. I think because of these amalgamation of these four practices, the result is, I guess, in me, and which I can also feel. And people also are saying the same thing.
Yeah, but while reading, we can't find right pronunciation.
Hmm. Yeah.
For that, what do you do? You go on Google and search the pronunciation. What you do?
Yes, yes, yeah. I also feel the same. But yeah, whenever there is a new word, only then I feel a bit like, okay, I haven't heard the word in the conversation, in podcasts, in speeches. So that is totally new for me. But if I don't know the meaning exact, but I have heard the word, it means I know the pronunciation at least if I don't know the word. There are many words. If I, ask my students to, sometimes they say like, okay, I have heard this word, ma'am, but I don't know the meaning. It means while maybe watching a movie or conversation or speech or podcast, you must have heard the word. Okay, so when you have heard already, but you don't know the meaning, you can pronounce while reading too. And while reading, you will get the whole meaning of the sentence, even if you don't know the meaning. But if I get a word which I haven't heard or I don't even know the meaning, then I search it on Google and then I listen to the pronunciation and the meaning too. I read the meaning too. Yeah. Like this, I just add in my dictionary.
Yeah, okay. So, as I asked you in previous session as well, what makes you different? So, my question is today is quite change. What is the weirdest quality in you?
What is quality in
Different
me?
from others. Do you, like you feel it's a very different in me? I'm asking
Hmm.
that quality.
Hmm. It is like, it is maybe I am straightforward. Sometimes I should control a bit, but I don't at that time too. So maybe that can be a weird one, that I just outspoken, whatever I feel or whatever I see. I have experienced because of it a lot of losses too, like not exactly losses, but people started hating me it is their perspective. Like, one person can be a very good one for some people, and for some that can be very bad. But when people say the right things in front of them, they feel offended. So that happened actually. So I'm very straightforward. If I feel that something which I haven't done, or something in which I don't believe, it's not mandatory for me to agree with you, whether you are elder or younger than me. So that's why people feel offended. Not like my friends, or friends, or nowadays people I meet online, but people in my family. So it is very, I guess, normal. In family, people don't like, the younger, kids, or youngers are saying something which is like, okay, they are saying they have been following something for a really long period of time, and then we are trying to just change a bit the mindset, or maybe the things, so they feel offended, like, why? It was the in culture, it was there, so it should not be like this. So then they feel like she is maybe arrogant, or maybe she doesn't know how to talk, or these kind of things. But yeah, that one thing I can say.
Yeah, I feel the same. Like whenever I feel someone is saying wrong thing, or someone
Hmm.
wanted me to, I should accept the wrong thing. That time I also get offended easily.
Yes. Yeah, they say like, you don't know that much about people, about the world, how it works. I say like, maybe I don't know, like, it is very, very inevitable that we cannot know the whole world. But in today's world, like in the generation we are, learning by watching a lot of podcasts and reading a lot of books. So it is not like I'm just wasting my somewhere on rubbish things. I actually grab knowledge, and the things which I am not aware of, I always try to read about those things, or watch something, or get knowledge. So it is not entirely like this, I don't know anything. It's not like that.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how you deal with toxic people? Like you are a YouTuber, you have a good family, relatives, friends circle. So there are some people who always talk about yourself, something wrong. So how you deal with them? These kind of toxic people, they always criticize you. How you deal?
I have simple, very state strategy. I eliminate them. I don't talk to those people. I don't interact with them. Like right now, no one is in my around, or in my surrounding, who is toxic for me. I eliminated already. Like, yeah, I did it already. Yes, I
Okay.
avoid people very easily now. I
I
can avoid because I'm
some
self,
people.
yeah, focusing on myself nowadays, like too much. And my family, and my siblings, my close friends, and I really matter a lot to me, so I just focus on this much.
Mm. But if you focus on yourself, so people started thinking you are selfish kind of person. You always think about yourself. So for those, what will you say?
uh I think it's not like that. Selfish, I'm selfish in personal development, in education, in educating myself. So they see that what I am doing, in when I see I am alone, or I'm sitting here, I'm learning. So that is not that kind of selfish. Whenever they need, I am there for them too. So I think it's, I don't have those people in my life, so I cannot connect with that, I guess. I had before, but then I stopped. Like, with experiences, like maybe some bitter experiences, some sweet experiences, you choose your circle wisely after a certain period of time. So before I had a lot of kind of people, mixed people, like some are very toxic, some are very friendly with me, some, just talk good things in front of me, and talking bad things about myself in front of others. So I was not aware that much. But after a certain period of time, especially it happened during pandemic, like I started spending much time with myself only, and I inclined toward the universe too. Like I started learning and watching about universe, and then the affirmation, the positive mindset. So from there I started knowing about the people too, and then I got this idea that you should choose your friend circle wisely. And from that time, it's been like very long. It was in 2020 when I started preparing for banking too. So from that time, I just eliminated people who were just toxic for my mind, and because of them I was not feeling peace. So Nowadays I already eliminated, and I guess I have very sweet circle and sweet family, so I am at peace.
Yeah. So what makes you laugh?
Everything nowadays, my own journey makes me happy, a lot contented. Here in this room nobody's here around me. What I do is I just practice here whole the day. I talk to people, I teach people, and then I whatever I learn, I just practice here like I'm already teaching to somebody, like that I practice. So nowadays that is the only thing that I'm very obsessed with, the process of learning. So that makes me happy. And another thing, in the evening, like before taking sessions, I take start taking sessions around 8. Like I take only 2 sessions in the evening. So first, before taking sessions, I do yoga. So that makes me again very happy and delighted. And after that, I just take sessions. After that, dinner, and after dinner, again I go outside and walk outside barefoot in the soil, and I just spend some time. And after coming back, like I used to do it in the evening before, but nowadays I'm doing it in the night, like after dinner, because in the evening it's still hot outside. Now in Rajasthan it's hot, so that's why I spend after dinner, and then I dip my legs in water, so for certain period of time, and during that I start writing my journal. So a lot of things are doing, I'm following everything nowadays, so I'm very happy already. So these are the things when I'm content, when before going to bed, I just tick that all task for task, that gives immense level of satisfaction and happiness.
Yeah, one of your section you told there you spend some time with your grandparents. Are they with you?
My grandmother is, yeah.
Okay.
My
Yeah.
grandfather passed away in 2014, yeah. And my grandmother is still here with us, yeah.
So your grandmother is a storyteller. Like my grandmother was a storyteller. So she used to tell a story whenever we sat with her. So she used to tell her a story. So is your grandmother do same?
We grown up like hearing stories from her when we were very young, very in our childhood we used to listen a lot. Nowadays as we have also grown, so she shares the experiences, like
Experiences.
whatever we do she shares, we used to do like that. Or
Hmm.
whatever, like we have fever, we take a lot of medicines, she then
Hmm.
suggests or shares what they used to do. They just
Hmm.
used to, they didn't have that much medicines, doctors, facilities, so she shares her experiences now with us on
Like
everything, whatever we do, whatever happens. Yeah, these are things even related to work too. Nowadays my grandmother says, I don't know why people are not able to finish their household chores throughout the day. Their
hmm.
household chores go on, they don't get free time. But we used to go to fields too, we used to work in fields, we used to even do everything by hand, like there were no machines this much. You have everything like for every household chores you have machines, still you are occupied, you are not free. And then I, like we just do that a little bit, like we tease her a little bit, like I said, you didn't have mobile phones, dadima, that's why now people are doing their household chores, but while doing they are just watching their mobile too. So then she laughs a lot, like, yeah, we didn't have these gadgets, so
Yeah,
we
you
were
are very blessed
focused.
if you have your grandparents with you. You
Yes,
can learn
yes.
from them so many things.
Hmm.
Yeah. Okay, so my next question is, what do you think time is a big healer?
Yes. Yeah, I think I have experienced it personally. Um, a lot of things happened, but with time, with patience, it heals all wounds. If you are, especially it depends on mindset too. If you are eager to change the things, so we should always, especially, we don't give time to ourselves. We always give time to others, but when it comes to our own self, we don't give time. We just, even the society is already pressurizing you, the family members are already pressurizing you, and at the same time you are also not understanding yourself, then you are scattered, maybe shattered already. So in this case, I think we should understand ourselves better, we should sit with ourselves and give time. I have given a time to myself, like, for many things which are, I think, healed with the time. And nowadays, like, everything is at the right place because of time, because of the patience.
Yeah. sometimes we need to how can I say, like हमें time पे छोड़ देना पड़ता है चीजों को. We can't
Yes.
change things when
Yes.
we.
Yes. Hmm.
So what do you do for society as a social animal? What do you do for society?
Society, I am trying to spread my positive vibes,
Okay.
and I try to motivate people because that is missing. Like even in my family, my some of my cousins to come to me and ask how we can also be so focused, and I want to start this thing now, so how I can start it, please guide me, like these kind of things. So I think by reading a lot of books, I am trying to change my mindset so I can help younger youngsters out there. I can motivate them, inspire them, because mindset is something which can make you a very good person in life, or at the same time if your mindset is not at right place or not good, that can make you miserable too. So that is my motto, and I think somewhere I am able to do it, but still lot of improvement is required. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So if you want to ask, you can ask me. I have completed my all the questions.
Hmm. Okay. How do you seek help from people if you are in need?
Okay. Usually I don't ask anyone to help because I feel I should try by myself first. If there is something I need, so then I ask. But some of my friend, like close friend, I have 2 3 friends only. I always ask to them. Otherwise, I try to by myself.
Okay, okay. Yeah, so if you have, if one of your friends asks you that he wants to quit a bad habit, it could be anything, you can assume that. So, and if he asks you to help him, how he can get rid of this bad habit, what the suggestions you would give him?
Okay, so first it depends on which kind of bad habit he or she have. If and there is nothing impossible, so I will try to motivate him or her. Like you can do it, and I will try to give examples and my real life examples also. First, if I have the same bad habits in myself, so I will try to remove my bad habit first. Then I will give example to that person,
Hmm.
and I will motivate
Hmm.
them. Yeah,
Okay, but
motivate
you can
him.
assume any kind of bad habit. Let's see if somebody has a habit of smoking and he wants to quit it.
Yeah. So yeah, I will try to like if someone is doing smoking. So we use people always say negativity about that. Like if you are doing that, so your lungs will affect, your skin will affect. So I will try to give them some positive example. If you will uh, get out of this smoking, so your family will be happy for you, and you will your skin will good and your lungs will be good. So like this I will give some positive examples. I have heard somewhere, like maybe it's from Sandeep Maheshwari, we always spread negativity since
Hmm.
our childhood also. Like our parents always uh, gives us some fear gave us some fear. If I
Hmm.
do this, so it happened, like something wrong happened with you. So I
Hmm.
should try to give some positive examples. So I will try to give some positive examples, so then maybe it will work.
Hmm. But in this case, I have even experienced and seen, like in schools, what used to happen with me, like when teacher is giving a speech on stage, and if they are trying to motivate us by the positive speech, by the positive using by the positive words,
Yeah.
that motivated us, especially me, for 2 or 3 days. Like after listening to the speech, we were like, now I will rock, I will study hard. But I didn't do that. Even nobody, like it happened with everyone around me. I have seen that. And even it still happens. Like people watch on YouTube some motivational videos, they get motivation, they remember this. Maybe nowadays, even it is very difficult to remember those things for a longer period of time. Even they don't remember it for a day. Why? Because after watching that one motivational video, they start watching some reels too. So immediately, right after that 1 hour, they forget what they actually heard, what they actually listened to. So these kind of things, I think, doesn't these kind of things I think don't work that much nowadays. So we should, we can just give the practical, provide some practical approach to like ideas, ways which can already help him, because these are the things, if he is asking some to somebody else too, they can also share like, do this, it will help you in this way, it will improve your skin, it will improve your lungs, or it will save your money, like this. And he also
Yes.
knows already that if he quits the bad habit, he will be able to save money, and he will be able to invest the same money somewhere else too.
Yeah,
But then
some point
again, he's not
we will
able.
give.
So can we like we can say like, instead of quitting, instead of aspiring to quit the habit entirely from day one, what he can do is like, if he is smoking thrice a day, so first
Mm,
start smoking twice a day. Like for
twice.
7 days you are smoking thrice a day, so twice
Mm,
a day, but continuously for 7 days you can do that. Because this, we have to make fool, we have to fool this one. It is very clever, it can make excuses, it can, even it is in, if you in your habit already, it will trigger you after a certain period of time. People who take drugs or these kind of stuff, they start feeling that, we have seen in movies, like they start fumbling or trembling. So these things happen to them, so they cannot quit entirely, especially these kind of habits. So twice a day, then one time a day, and then thrice a week, 2 days a week, like this. So he will be able to, when we break down these in achievable goal, it becomes easy for us to quit it. So in, I guess, not, he's not, if he quits entirely on day one, he will pick up after 5 days, and he will
yeah.
continue it, right? But if he follows like this pattern, maybe it will take time, that he will take maybe 3 months to quit it, but he will be able to quit it entirely from his mind, his body. Okay, then it becomes easy to just then go without this. Yeah, I think it
Yeah.
can help.
Hmm. Yeah. We should try to control our mind.
Hmm.
We should try to make fool our mind in these
Fool is
things.
the right word, because we cannot, if we have bad habits, it's not easy to control this. जितना ज्यादा कहते हैं ना, बच्चे को जितना वो बंद करोगे वो उतना भागेगा. Instead of बांधने से, we should give some extra things like, what we can say, provide some extra benefits, opportunities to them. Like, if you do this for 15 minutes, I'll give you this chocolate, or I'll give you 10 rupees, or I'll give you your favorite cycle, I'll purchase your favorite cycle if you get good marks. Instead of saying, no, sit and get good marks, sit and study, no, they will feel like, no, I want to run. I want to go out. So give some these things that can fool their mind.
Right, exactly. Yeah, so I remember now when I joined Clapingo classes, and when I used to have session with them. So that time one of Clapingo tutor asked me one line. I still remember that line. Uh, Barkha Rani Jhoom ke barso. Can you translate it in English?
mm, Barkha Rani
Barkha
Jhumke
Rani Jhoom
Barso.
ke barso.
I haven't even heard it. What is it, Barkha Rani? Oh,
Queen Rain.
oh, okay, I haven't heard that.
Yeah, so one of maybe you know that tutor Sayyid Rijwan sir. He
Hmm.
asked me that question, but I was not able to translate it because that time I was
Okay,
not
you.
that. Yeah. So yeah, I remember that.
Queen
If
Rain.
you
Okay. Hmm.
yeah, if you can translate, please try it.
Okay. Queen Rain. Rain like cat and dogs. Maybe.
Like yeah, Queen Rain. Pour. Let's pour. Maybe let's pour with dance.
Oh, literal translation.
Yes.
Okay. Jhumna. Okay, okay. He was asking about the literal translation of each word. That is, mm, translation is different. What we
Yeah.
call it, the literal translation is interpretation. No, interpretation, when you are just going word to word, maybe. Hmm. Okay. Yeah. What else?
Yeah, that was the one thing I remember. Yeah.
So are you taking still sessions with somebody or with any kind of platform?
Yeah, sometime I have session with English Yari nowadays. Once
Hmm.
in a week or 15 days, in a 15
Hmm.
days, one session only.
Okay, okay. Maybe nowadays English Shari also has a lot of new tutors, seasoned
Yeah.
tutors. Okay, so have you talked to Nandakumar Gopalana sir?
Yeah, he was my favorite tutor on Clapingo. I used to
Okay.
talk a lot,
He
and
is
my
available on English Shari too.
yeah.
Hmm. What
So
about
my
Sarika Poplani?
Sarika Poplani, yeah, I had one or two session with her,
Hmm.
and recently I had a session with the Shruti Sharma ma'am. I
Sure.
uploaded that session tomorrow.
Hmm.
Yesterday,
Okay.
yesterday.
These are the seasoned trainers. Even Sarika ma'am has. Like in corporate sector, she shared that she has 19 years around, then around 30 years experience she has. In this field, in teaching communication skills or English, she has 9 years of experience. So experience really matters. Now I understand it because it's
Yeah,
been only few months I have been teaching, but I can see changes, and I feel like if I do it for 3 years, there will be like drastic changes in
yeah,
myself. I
that is why
really
I also started teaching some beginners. So I feel,
good.
yeah,
That's
it's
good.
a different thing. Like as a learner, I spent 1 year, but
Hmm.
I started teaching because I don't want to
The
stay
idea.
that only
Ah,
be a learner only. I want
yes.
to teach
Hmm.
people and I want to improve myself as well.
Even it's
Yeah,
good whatever you learn, you should teach others, and you will
right.
be able to remember it for a longer period of time. It then imprinted our mind too.
Yeah, okay.
Can we just wind the session up right here now?
I
Yes.
also want to say that.
Okay
Yeah,
then. Yeah, thank you so much for connecting to me again, and yeah, for inviting me on your YouTube channel too. And
yeah,
good
thank
wishes for that
you.
too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you so much. Yeah, it was lovely talking to you again.
Same here. Same here. Bye bye.
Bye bye.